I wish I knew, everything I wish I do. Maybe you wish it too. Let me make your wish come true. True, you on my mind. Don't waste.
Hello, Aquarius, and welcome, Grand Rising. Welcome to Fixed Signs Monday, and welcome to your love reading. So, the topic for this week is going to be what is left unsaid, or what was left unsaid in your love connection. So, Aquarii, think of a person who you had a really super meaningful connection with. And maybe that connection has ended, but maybe there were unresolved questions, or maybe for you it was just this energy of, this was somebody who I saw a future with. Why didn't it work out the way it was supposed to work out? What didn't they tell me? What didn't they mention to me? Whatever may have you. But whoever comes to your mind as I'm saying these things, that's who this reading's going to be about for you. But quickly, before we jump into that, I do want to let you guys know that your girl did start a Facebook group. Yes, the first one ever for the Gold of the Soul, TGOTS. It's called The Golden Place. I will have it tagged in the description below. So if you guys are interested in joining, it's absolutely free. What it is a safe place for you guys to come and just vibe out. If you want to just share some good energy, if you want to vent about what you're going through, if you want to get some advice, if you want to offer advice to those around you. It's just a place where we can support one another through our emotions and through our growing and through whatever life is dishing at us, right? And so all I ask is that for those of you who do decide to join, that you just keep the energy loving, keep it respectful, keep it, of divine light and energy, because that's what we're promoting, So without further ado, Aquarii, let's get into your reading. So what was left unsaid in that connection? This could have been the last connection that you were in, could have been the first connection you were in, whoever comes to your mind. This is what was left unsaid, what they didn't tell you, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. This is what they didn't say, what you didn't know. Ooh. And guys, my Virgo nature has been extra present today, where I am just like fixing the cards. I'm fixing everything. All right, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What wasn't said? I heard take this. Okay, release your ex. Wow. Okay. What wasn't said? Flirt. And pay attention to the red flags. Okay. Wow. Aquarius, this is interesting. So what wasn't said was that this person, I feel like, okay, Aquarius, I'm picking up on multiple messages, so I'm just gonna spit them all out, right, the way I see them. For a group of you, you are the ex that this person wanted to release. This feels like they were done with the connection before the connection was officially done, right? You know that energy of like when a person checks out, but they're still physically present in the connection, but they're just not emotionally or mentally there anymore. I feel like it says the time has come to clear your energy, and then we have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So for some of you, I feel like they saw you as the ex that they need to release so that they can go be free to flirt with other people. With this, pay attention to the red flags as the overall energy. I feel like what they saw was red flags when it came to your connection with them, and it made them want to retreat. We have some energy here. So we have retreat, we have let go of control issues, we have engagement, and then we have stay optimistic about your love life with worth waiting for, but I'm not going to pick that up. So what I see here, Aquarius, is that there were some red flags that they saw in this connection. I did pick up also when I was reading here that you could have been the one that they were ready to flirt with and start something new with, but they had an ex that they need to release. I see this two ways. So place yourself in the group that you feel like you resonate with. Whether you're the ex that they felt like they needed to release and they wanted to flirt with other people, or they had an ex that from another, connection that they needed to clear their energy from, and they were flirting with you, not really being serious, but I feel like letting you know that there's interest, or, this feels like a lack of commitment, this flirting energy. It doesn't feel like stable, solid relationship commitment. It feels like, talking, feeling the energy out, spending time, you know, being flirtatious. Even for some of you, I'm picking up on like sexual activity, but very casual, right? Like not committed. Like there's no title, there's no label, there's no status. You know what I mean? And so, okay, we have pay attention to the red flags. We have retreat, let go of control issues. What I'm seeing here is that in the connection, what they didn't tell you is that they had red flags, and it caused them to retreat. I feel like this is the group of you that I'm picking up on, that basically you were the ex that they needed to release, and their red flags made them distant. The red flags that they picked up on and the connection with you made them want to retreat, or made them want to distance themselves from you. And it was because they had control issues. The red flags triggered the fact that they don't really have control over maybe what you do, what you say, how you treat them, things like that. I don't feel necessarily, Aquarius, that you were, I'm not going to say you were in the wrong. You could have done things, you know, but I feel like it was more of a them thing than it was a you thing, is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like ultimately they were ready for something, new, but they were needing to stay optimistic about their love life. But ultimately, I feel like this person had energies that they needed to heal, that they needed to release, that they needed to clear. And there's a reason why they were picking up on some red flags when it came to the connection that they had with you. So let's get some tarot on the table, Aquarius, and let's see what the energy is. All right. Look, I see the Tower with the Six of Swords. So it looks like there was some type of like surprise ending. Maybe one of you didn't see it coming. Maybe you didn't see it coming, Aquarius. But this person decided to move on suddenly. Let's see. All right, so what didn't Aquarius know? What didn't this person tell Aquarius? We got that Seven of Swords again. Scorpio just had that with the Seven of Wands. Oh, sorry, Six of Wands with the Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Two of Cups. With the back of the deck energy being the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like what you didn't know, Aquarius, was that this person, I heard secretly wanted to work on this. Excuse me. All right, so let me just fix these, guys. With the energy that I'm picking up on, Aquarius, I see here with this Three of Pentacles, I feel like they wanted to work on it. They may not have told you this. This could have been after they released you, or there was this breakup, but there's a part of them that wanted to build this. They wanted to work with you, but there was conflict that came with it, because maybe there was a truth that was revealed to them, or maybe they had some understanding about something, or maybe their truth in their mind as it stood in that moment was that what's best for them is Six of Swords, to move on. Because they felt like things have changed. Maybe they felt different about the connection, but I don't really get that. I feel like they felt like they were ready for change. They were ready for something different. Maybe they felt like you would never change, and so they had to move on. All right. So what I see here is that there was this energy of self-sabotage, and I feel like it was very much them wanting to protect their energy, wanting to protect themselves, even from you, Aquarius, because for some reason it feels like with this release your ex, I'm just going to channel for the group of you that I feel like you are the ex that they wanted to release. Like they checked out of the relationship and they didn't even tell you. I feel like you found out once they basically let you know that they were ready to move on. This was an act of self-sabotage, because maybe this person was hurt. Maybe this person felt like you weren't going to change. Maybe they just felt like it was what they needed to do in order to protect their energy. But I get major like protection vibes. Also, I feel like they felt like it was a wise decision at the time. With the Six of Wands, this to me feels like they felt like the best way to protect their energy and to have victory was to abandon this connection. But with the Seven of Swords, you got to understand that this is somebody who, although they're checking out, they still got one foot in the door. Right? So it's like they got one foot in, one foot out. That's why it was like that, release your ex, because your energy was still within them, right? You were still present in their energy, but they felt like they wanted to release you. But part of them wasn't even ready to. I feel like they kind of forced themselves to do this, Aquarius, because they felt like it was the only way they would have victory or success, or they would finally get what they wanted out of life. Seven of Pentacles. This is them planting seeds, or wanting to plant seeds. I feel like what they didn't tell you is that they invested in this connection because they had hopes for it. I feel like secretly, this is good energy here. I feel like this is them self-sabotaging, but secretly still wanting victory and wanting to invest and wanting this connection. That's what it feels like, Aquarius. This is what they didn't tell you. They may have left. They may have done it in a way that you may not even have appreciated, but there's a part of them that didn't really leave. There's a part of them that still wanted to be there with you. I feel like the part of them that left was because they felt like that was the only way to head in the direction of victory, but secretly they wanted to head in the direction of victory with you. They didn't tell you this. All right, so let's get some heart-shaped messages on the table, and let me get a shuffle in, guys. Y'all know I never remember the name of this deck, but I will tag it for you guys if you're interested. Shuffling these bad boys, I tell you, it's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Because, I like this deck so much. All right, guys. Y'all know we're not going out like that. Hold on, let me fix these cards. Y'all already know. No sir, no ma'am. All right. Let's clear the energy. All right, Spirit, let's get some words for Aquarius. I'll take the top one. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I feel like this was their guides talking to them at that time. They knew the answer. They knew what they needed to do. And their guides were telling them to do what felt right, but they did what felt necessary. Let's see. All right, I like the way this one looks. I'll take it. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I feel like there was a change or a shift in your dynamic, but by that time, this person was already ready to release you. Maybe, Aquarius, you tried to change, or you made changes in your energy towards like the end. And this person was like, no, this is it. That's it. It's over. They already made up their minds, even though it didn't feel like what they wanted to do, but it was what they convinced themselves that they had to do. But I feel like they created unnecessary resistance. Like the flow of life was trying to, nudge them in a certain direction, and they weren't willing to go with the flow. I feel like they were more in tune with their logical side than their emotional side. And let's take this one. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. I feel like this is where you guys were headed. Maybe both of you guys didn't even know this at the time, but I feel like they could feel the change happening. They could feel that things were about to get deeper. And I feel like they didn't really want that because they were still, it feels like they were holding on to something that happened, or holding on to like their made up mind. Like they convinced themselves that this is what they're doing, even though they could feel things were changing, things were transforming, and it feels like for the better. But it still feels like they went with their first mind and decided to do some self-sabotaging energy and release the connection. But I do feel like they were given warning, like their guides were talking to them, but they didn't want to listen. All right, Aquarius. So I'm going to leave this right here. Thank you so much for vibing and connecting, sharing time, space, and energy with me. If you vibed with these messages, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's keep this beautiful channel and family growing, glowing, and going. Also, for those of you who are interested in signing up for the Facebook group, The Golden Place, the link will be in the description below. All right. So until next time, you guys already know the vibes. I love you, and bye.